6:30 having arrived, I'll officially call the meeting to order. Is the meeting been properly posted and the roll been taken?
Yes.
All right. Item number 2 is Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3, our approval of the minutes. 3.1, our approval of the minutes from the August 20th, 2024 City Council meeting.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the minutes of August 20th, 2024.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item number 4, communications. I don't believe we have any official communications. I do want to share, as many of you all know, since our last city council meeting, our former fire chief, Neil Flood, passed away, and obviously he did a lot for this city as fire chief, and it shows with the naming of the fire station itself. And so I think it's appropriate that when we adjourn tonight's meeting, that the minutes reflect that we adjourned in honor of Neil Flood. And so if someone's willing to make that motion, I think it would be nice, a nice gesture to remember Neil Flood for his great contributions to this community. So moved. Item number 5, our public comments. Well, I would ask that if there's anyone that wishes to make public comments at this time, the citizens can address the chair at this point in the meeting, come up to the podium and just state your name and address for the record for no more than 3 minutes.
Hello, my name is John Neighbors. Address is N5981 Cobb Road, Elkhorn, Wisconsin, 53121. I have some things on the agenda tonight, but I also want to make a public comment. Just being in a lot of feedback of parking getting a little bit more limited in downtown area, and just a suggestion from an observation I've had is 3rd Street, the entire street seems like the same width from Walworth to the next street south. But I've noticed that about 1/3 of it is angle parking and the rest of it's parallel parking. So just a suggestion, if you guys were ever out for doing restriping, to strike that as angle parking. It might increase the parking density for the downtown area. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else wish to make public comments at this time? If not, we'll move on to item number 6, reports of committees, boards, and commissions. Item 6.1 is the Finance Committee and the financial report. Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Finance Committee met on September 10th. A number of items from that meeting are on tonight's agenda. Our next regular meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, October 8th at 5 p.m., along with budget meetings scheduled for 5 p.m. on September 18th, which is tomorrow, September 25th, and October 3rd. And with that, I move to approve the financial reports.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item 6.2, general operations. Alderman Wilson.
Thank you, Mayor. General operations met on September 3rd. There's a couple of things on the meeting, tonight's agenda that we'll be voting on. The next meeting is October 1st at 5:30.
Thank you, Alderman Wilson. Item 6.3, Planning Commission. Alderman Beasley.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Planning Commission met on September 3rd. The next scheduled meeting is Monday, October 7th at 5 p.m. And we have a couple of things on the agenda to look at. Meetings are on file, City Clerk, for public inspection if you wish to see that.
Thank you, Alderman Beasley. Item 6.4, Public Works. Alderman Beasley.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Public Works met on August 27th. The next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, September 24th at 5:30 p.m. Again, the meeting minutes are on file with the City Clerk if you wish to inspect them.
Thank you, Alderman Geezer. Item 6.5, Town of Delavan Lake Committee, Alderman Geezer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Town of Delavan Lake Committee met September 4th. The next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, October 2nd at 6 p.m. at the Town Hall. Some of the things that were discussed were a future plan for algae monitoring and a long-term plan to remedy the situation is being worked on, as well as an ongoing process for restocking the lake. There was some light discussion regarding the new mussel problem that seems to be encountered in Lake Geneva. And I think that's going to be an agenda item that will be ongoing at the town's lake committee. It's also a good idea for us to start looking at that.
Thank you, Alderman Geezer. Item 6.6, Library Board of Trustees, Alderwoman Sun.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Library Board of Trustees has not met since our last council meeting. Our next meeting is scheduled for this Thursday, September 19th at 5:30.
Thank you, Alderwoman Sun. Item 6.7, Parks and Recreation Commission, Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Parks and Recreation Commission has not met since our last council meeting. Our next meeting is scheduled for Monday, September 23rd at 5:30 p.m.
Thank you, Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia. Item 6.8, Communications Commission, they have met since the last city council meeting, and a meeting date set at this time. Moving on to item 6.9, Delavan Downtown Project Management Team, Alderman Geezer.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Delavan Downtown Project Management Team has not met since the last council meeting. There's no meeting date scheduled at this time. However, I hope everyone enjoyed Scarecrow Fest.
Thank you, Alderman Geezer. Item 6.10, Delbrook Golf Commission, Alderman Square.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Delbert, we have not met since the last council meeting. We didn't have that much on our agenda. We will be meeting on Monday, September 30th. We will be combining September and October.
Thank you, Alderman Square. Item 6.11, Tourism Commission, Alderwoman Sim.
Thank you, Mayor. The Tourism Commission has not met since our last council meeting. Our next meeting is scheduled for Monday, October 14th at 5 p.m.
Thank you, Alderwoman Sim. Item number 7, issues that came before the Finance Committee. 7.1 is consider approval of the memorandum of understanding with Never Say Never Incorporated and make a commitment to include the project in the 2025 capital budget.
I move to approve the memorandum of understanding with Never Say Never Incorporated and make a commitment to include the project in the 2025 capital budget for the installation of an inclusive playground at Hayden Park.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Alderman Square,
Yes.
Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia,
Yes.
Alderwoman Sun,
Yes.
Alderman Wilson,
Yes.
Alderman Beezer,
Yes.
Alderwoman Barbosa.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 7.2 is consider application for facade grant for 107 South 3rd Street.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve a facade improvement grant in an amount not to exceed $25,000 for Phantom Properties LLC to cover improvements to the facade of 107 South 3rd Street, provided that the plans comply with all city ordinances and design standards.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
I love the looks of the building.
Thanks.
Really nice.
With that, there's been a motion and a second. May we have a roll call?
Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia,
Yes.
Alderwoman Sun,
Yes.
Alderman Wilson,
Yes.
Alderman Beezer,
Yes.
Alderwoman Barbosa,
Yes.
Alderman Square.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 7.3 is consider authorizing Delbrook to order maintenance equipment for purchase and lease.
I move to authorize Delbrook to order equipment for delivery in 2025 for a purchase lease price of $290,135.47.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Alderwoman Sun,
Yes.
Alderman Wilson,
Yes.
Alderman Beezer,
Yes.
Alderwoman Barbosa,
Yes.
Alderman Square,
Yes.
Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 7.4 is consider quote for a pump station installation.
I move to approve the pump installation at Delbrook for the quoted price of $52,946.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Alderman Wilson,
Yes.
Alderman Beezer,
Yes.
Alderwoman Barbosa.
Yes.
Alderman Swearingen.
Yes.
Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia.
Yes.
Alderwoman Pizzap.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 7.5 is consider bids for the Lake Combs Arboretum shoreline stabilization.
I move to approve the award of the Lake Comus Arboretum Shoreline Stabilization Installation Contract to Workman Enterprises out of New Berlin, Wisconsin, in the amount of $247,920.
There's a motion, is there a second? There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Alderman Beezer.
Yes.
Alderwoman Barbosa.
Yes.
Alderman Square.
Yes.
Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia.
Yes.
Alderwoman Sem.
Yes.
Alderman Wilson.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 7.6 is consider bids for the Rowley Road and Mountain Road concrete pavement work.
I move to award the Rowley Road and Mount Road concrete pavement installation contract to Cornerstone Pavers out of Waterford, Wisconsin, in the amount of $176,599.30.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Alderwoman Barbosa.
Yes.
Alderman Square.
Yes.
Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia.
Yes.
Alderwoman Sem.
Yes.
Alderman Wilson.
Yes.
Alderman Beezer.
Yes.
Motion passes. Item 7.7 are approval of the bills.
I move to approve warrant 2024-08.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item number 8, issues that came before the General Operations Committee. 8.1 is consider a Class A liquor license for Sastia retail stores doing business as Delavan Liquor and Smoke at 832 East Geneva Street.
I move to approve the Class A liquor license for Delavan Liquor and Smoke at 832 East Geneva Street. Irashi Guli, I was gonna mess that up. Agent, contingent upon the current owner relinquishing his license for R&S wine and liquor.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item 8.2 is consider Delavan Fire Department bylaws update.
I move to adopt the Delavan Fire Department bylaws update as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item number 9, under business, 9.1 is consider mayor's appointment of citizen representative to the Police and Fire Commission, which is, I'm nominating James Senf at this time.
I move to approve the mayor's nomination of James Sem to the Police and Fire Commission.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Item number 10, public comments. Again, at this time, any citizens who wish to address the chair at this point of the meeting, just limit their comments to 2 minutes, or their public comments. Item number 11, suggested future agenda items. Are there any future agenda items at this time? And if not, as I often announce, that if there are any issues, don't hesitate to reach out to myself, the city administrator, or clerk, and we're happy to add it to the agenda. With that, we'll move on to item number 12, which is recess to closed session. 12.1 is pursuant to Wisconsin statutes 19.85 parent 1 parent E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session regarding 540 Powers Boulevard purchase lease, and then also Lake Lawn Resort Developers Agreement. Is there a motion to go into closed session? So move. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing, hearing none, may we have a roll call?
Alderman Square,
Yes.
Alderwoman Armstrong Garcia,
Yes.
Alderwoman Sem,
Yes.
Alderman Wilson,
Yes.
Alderman Beazer,
Yes.
Alderwoman Barbosa.
Yes.
Motion passes. And we'll take a short recess. Closed session.
You guys were-